Imagine standing on a launch pad watching not a rocket, but an entire city rising into the sky. A spaceport where shuttles depart as casually as airplanes. Orbiting hotels, lunar mining colonies, and Mars cities with glowing domes stretching to the horizon. It sounds like science fiction, but right now in secret labs, corporate hangars, and space agencies around the world, these projects are being designed, funded, and even built. Tonight, we journey into the future of humanity's greatest adventure, space. Let's start with Part 1, Lunar Gateway, the first deep space outpost. The moon has always been humanity's first stepping stone into the stars, but instead of planting flags, the next mission is to build a permanent space outpost. NASA, ESA, Japan, and Canada are working on the Lunar Gateway, a modular space station orbiting the moon. Unlike the International Space Station, which orbits Earth, Gateway will orbit the moon in a strange, elongated path called a near rectilinear halo orbit. Why? Because this orbit is stable, fuel efficient, and gives easy access both to the lunar surface and deep space beyond. Gateway won't just be a science lab, it's a cosmic airport. A hub where spacecraft dock, refuel, and set off toward Mars. Inside, astronauts will live for weeks at a time, conducting experiments on long-duration survival. The first modules are set to launch in the mid-2020s, and by the 2030s, Gateway could be buzzing with international crews preparing for missions far beyond Earth. Part 2. SpaceX and the Mars Dream. If Lunar Gateway is a stepping stone, Elon Musk wants to leap straight into the unknown. His rocket Starship is designed to carry 100 people at once, making it the largest spacecraft ever imagined for human flight. The goal: a self-sustaining city on Mars. Musk envisions glass-domed habitats powered by solar farms, where millions could eventually live. Cargo ships would deliver supplies, while giant fusion-powered rockets could launch fleets every time Earth and Mars align. It sounds impossible, but SpaceX is already testing Starship in Texas. The explosions, the test flights, the prototypes, they are part of a vision bigger than anything since the Apollo era. Critics say it's fantasy. Supporters say it's the only way humanity can survive. Either way, the first crewed Mars missions may happen within our lifetime. Part 3. China's lunar base. While SpaceX looks to Mars, China has its eyes firmly on the moon. The International Lunar Research Station, ILRS, is a joint plan between China and Russia to build a permanent base near the lunar South Pole. Why there? Because the South Pole has craters filled with water ice essential for drinking, fuel, and oxygen. Phase 1. Robotic missions building infrastructure. Phase 2. Habitats with 3D printed walls using lunar dust. Phase 3. Human crews by the 2030s, living in a base that looks like something from The Expanse. China has already landed rovers on both the moon and Mars. And if their timeline holds, the ILRS could make the moon not just a place for exploration, but for permanent settlement. Part 4. Orbital Reef, the Space Business Park. Not all space projects are about survival, some are about commerce. Blue Origin, Sierra Space, and partners are designing Orbital Reef, a futuristic space station designed not for astronauts, but for businesses. Imagine weightless factories producing materials that can't be made on Earth. Luxury hotels where the wealthy book a week-long stay in orbit. Classrooms floating in zero gravity where the next generation studies among the stars. Orbital Reef aims to launch in the 2030s, replacing the aging ISS. Unlike government-led missions, this will be a commercial hub in space, open to tourists, researchers, and even influencers live streaming their orbital adventures. Or Part 5, Mining the Moon and Asteroids. Here's where things turn wild. Companies like Planetary Resources and ISpace are planning to extract precious metals and water from asteroids and the moon. Why risk this? Because one single asteroid could contain more platinum and gold than everything ever mined on Earth. Water ice can be split into hydrogen and oxygen, the perfect rocket fuel. A refueling station in space would revolutionize travel, making deep space missions far cheaper. In the coming decades, robotic mining machines could dig, refine, and process resources that might one day turn space into humanity's new economy. Part 6. Beyond Imagination, Dyson Spheres and Space Elevators. Now let's step further into the future, the realm where engineering borders on science fiction. Dyson Spheres. Imagine surrounding an entire star with a shell of solar collectors, capturing nearly all its energy output. While building a true Dyson sphere may be centuries away, concepts like Dyson swarms, giant networks of orbiting panels, could one day power entire civilizations. And then there's the space elevator, a cable stretching 36,000 kilometers from Earth into orbit, where climbers carry cargo without rockets. Materials strong enough don't exist yet, but carbon nanotubes and graphene may change that story. If humanity ever achieves these projects, they won't just change how we live. They'll change what it means to be human. Andrew, from moon bases and Mars cities to orbital hotels and cosmic megastructures, the projects we've explored tonight are not just about technology, they are about hope. Every rocket test, every station design, every failed launch, they are all steps in the greatest story of our time, the story of humanity leaving Earth. Maybe it will be our children, or their children, who walk into a hotel room orbiting Earth or board a shuttle to Mars. But make no mistake, the future is coming, and it's coming faster than we think.